when you see him here, and hopefully he climbs a ladder. You know what I'm saying? He may not be the most talented one, but I will tell you this. I love watching Brian Anderson play the game, man. He is fun to watch. And he if I had a son, I would tell my son, you see how that young man plays? That's how you play baseball. I won't tell you that he's the best, but I'll tell you, Brian Anderson plays the game the right way. And that in itself, yesterday I didn't get to this story, but maybe I should on the other side. There is a hero in baseball. There is somebody that actually can save baseball from its dying, because it is dying. It's going this way. Okay? Baseball fans can tell you whatever they want, and media people that are, they're just so in love with their game that they don't want to admit it, or they don't see it, or whatever it is. But that day of reckoning is coming, and they're on their way. But there is one dude that inside the baseball circles, it's the first time I actually hear somebody that actually understands what baseball needs to do, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we got to get into the Heat. They take on Golden State tonight. The Panthers will play the Red Wings. Got to talk a little Dolphins. I got to talk about a complete BS story that's going on in the NFL. And another one where another team is admitting that they're kind of screw-ups, and it's kind of interesting to hear it from that person. So I've got those stories that I want to get to. Clay Ferraro is going to join us at 1:20, so we'll have a little fun with Clay. But let's take a quick break here. We'll come back for hour number 2. Don't forget that Heat and NBA fans can catch Ira Winderman here exclusively at OnsideRadio.com with our Acura Pembroke Pines Miami Heat reports. Catch Ira throughout the week at OnsideRadio.com. And when news breaks, basketball fans know Onside Radio is the place. You get the insight you need.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Welcome to OnsideRadio.com. Broadcasting from South Florida to the world. No station in South Florida provides more live and local sports talk.
This is like rock and roll with no music.
Follow us on social media at Onside Radio.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
If you missed Chirping the Cats radio with David Dwork, then you missed this.
Through the 2017-18 season, Barkov was 54% success rate in shootouts, 19 for 35. 19 shootout goals through the first 4 or 5 years of his career. Since then, Bupkis. I mean, he used to be the guy that came out with some of the most inventive, crazy moves. You remember that one where he slapped his stick on the ice with just leaving the puck alone for going backhand? I want to say it was on Marc-Andre Fleury. I mean, he's turned goalies inside out. He can use a move more than once. Clearly, somebody told him that about the backhand move. Seems to be the go-to. And, I mean, I asked Barkov about it a couple of weeks ago, right before the season started. I asked him, dude, you've been struggling. What's the deal? And he said, goalies maybe got in my head a little bit. I was thinking that they were reading me. I was trying to read them. Shook his confidence. He said it. Running out of moves is not really an excuse when you've got the skills that you can pull off basically whatever you want.
Chirping the Cats radio with David Dwork. Saturday mornings 10 to 11 at OnsideRadio.com.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Time to get in the zone. The Onside Zone.
And look, man, I don't care if you're my wife. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to say it. You know what I mean?
The Onside Zone.
He's a liar. And there's nothing new about that. He's full of crap. If you're believing that, I got a bridge in the Keys. It's the one on the right side. Just want you to know, when you're going south, You'll see the smaller bridge on the right. I've got that one for sale if you're interested.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
That's the one boy band that I will say, dude, I'll stand up for Boys to Men every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Love those guys.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. The Onside Zone with a big O.
All right. All right, it's our number 2. You know, I thought it was kind of funny. I heard Tito and Donald talk about this yesterday because, what was it, Daniel Jeremiah, my boy, was talking about that he thinks San Francisco's going Mac Jones.
Everything he's heard has said Mac Jones.
Right, and I know Daniel pretty well. I've been meaning to send him a text just to mess with him a little bit and say that he's falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I told you guys on Twitter, on text, what's going on. I've been at this for a long time, dude, and one of the things that's made me is very cynical, and I don't trust anything pretty much in sports more often than not. If you tell me something, I'm going to tell you, yeah, okay, whatever. If I think it's bull crap, I'm going to tell you it's bull crap. You know, and anybody telling you that Mac Jones stuff, it's Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan did not trade up from 12 to 3 to get Mac Jones. I'm sorry. Okay? They don't want really guys that don't move around much. That's not what it's all about. And Mac Jones is, you know, maybe not even an athlete, but he can move around a little bit. But he's not what some of these other guys are. And that's what you need in today's football. Okay? Kyle Shanahan has a conviction for Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. He loves one of those two guys. That's why he traded up for 3, because he's hoping the Jets get the other guy. But he's not going to gush over Fields or over, Zach. That doesn't make any sense. The Jets are in front of him. So what does he do? He throws a complete curveball, and he feeds this bullshit to people that he likes Mac Jones. And so some people are biting. And why? Because he had a big, stiff white quarterback in Atlanta, right? So he figures, okay, this guy doesn't move around much. They'll believe it and this and that. But yet he went and got and traded Garoppolo, who can move around, who's a better athlete than even Mac Jones is. Not a great one, but a good one. But he can't stay healthy. Justin Fields took a shot to the ribs in a championship game, and he stayed in the game to play. That's something he doesn't see from Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay? I mean, Justin Fields, that helmet shot to the kidneys. Actually, it wasn't the ribs. It was the kidneys. I don't know how many of us even get off the floor after that hit. You remember that hit, Tito? That Fields took to the kidneys?
Yeah, and then he threw 3 more touchdowns after that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
That's what he wants, bro.
He's a stud.
That's what he wants.
I agree with you. I think
doesn't
this
want
is
Mac Jones.
This is subterfuge season. This is smoke screens,
This
right?
is total bullshit, dude.
But like,
Total.
are we? Because I think 2 years ago was when the Giants kept getting linked with Daniel Jones, and everyone was like, "No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that." And then, sure enough, they actually go ahead and draft Daniel Jones. Are we holding the 49ers to a different level of incompetence and that they wouldn't do something stupid like that?
Yes, I am. I'm holding Shanahan to another level because he gets it. His dad coached John Elway. Okay? He knows what it's like to have a mobile athlete back there with a rifle.
I agree with you. This
is such bullshit, and people are falling for it. You don't trade up from 12 to 3 to draft Mac Jones, dude.
I hope not.
No,
Actually,
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah,
I hope so. That
'cause we have
pushes
their
another.
pick.
Yeah,
We have their
because
pick. Yeah.
because then Fields definitely goes to 4 or 5. Not even 5 because of Cincinnati. Cincinnati will have to take Panay, but still that pushes another what's it called, position player to Miami. So I hope so.
So that touches on something else that it's interesting. Tony Pauline of the Draft Network, friend of the show as well, reported this morning that despite reports that Joe Burrow is pushing for Jamar Chase, that's actually not true.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that's not true. Do you know why?
Why is that?
It's Mike Brown. He doesn't give a shit what any player says. Mike Brown's cheap ass is going to draft whoever he wants, whatever bum he wants, whatever criminal in college that he thinks he could get as a bargain in the 4th round or something. I mean, a lot of people blame Marvin Lewis, but it was actually Mike Brown that would take a lot of the gambles on the questionable guys. In fact, it was Marvin Lewis that would tell Mike Brown at times, like, whoa, man, this guy's got a track record. Yeah, but he fell 2 rounds, and he's got all talent. Mike Brown's the guy that takes a chance on a lot of the losers that Cincinnati has missed on. Mike Brown will never listen to any player. So it really doesn't matter what Joe Burrow says.
It would be funny if they don't get Penei Sewell.
That would be hilarious. That would be
because that's what they mostly need. They don't need receivers.
No, the receiving core is pretty good.
Yeah,
actually.
T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are very good.
They're fine right now with that. They can add another receiver in the later rounds, in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round or something. They'll be guys, but they don't. At number 1, they need to take Penei Sewell. And if they don't take Penei Sewell, then that's why you're the Bengals. And maybe also he doesn't want to take Penei Sewell because Penei Sewell is going to be an ass kicker, hopefully. And if he is, then you've got to pay him a lot of money in 5 years because he'll be the highest paid lineman in the NFL because that's just the way it goes. And maybe his cheap ass doesn't want to do that. So he'll take a lesser. Although in their history, they do draft linemen. And early. So it would not – I just think it's automatic. After watching your quarterback take a beating, how you not take him? But, again, going back to the San Francisco thing, it is such garbage that they're throwing out there, and it is so obvious. Why would Shanahan make any kind of commitment to Fields or to Zach Wilson? Where does that make any sense? It doesn't. Of course it doesn't.
I mean, he only went to the Alabama Pro Day.
Yeah.
That's a very good subterfuge attempt.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. A lot of people did not find the new link on YouTube. I know you've hit you're talking about he also took another hit in that area too. Yeah, and, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's the guy he wants. He doesn't. I think he's cool with Zach Wilson going number 2 to the Jets. I think he doesn't want to talk up Justin Fields too much because he wants him badly. I truly believe that.
It is smokescreen season.
I'm telling you. Herman says Greer did it with Herbert, and what team really wanted Tua? Exactly. Yeah, because remember, a lot of people were tying Miami to Herbert. 49ers get Sewell if they're staying with Garoppolo. No, I don't think they're going to. I think
you don't trade up for that to take an offensive lineman.
Yeah, no, because you would have just stayed there and take Rashawn Slater or somebody from the kid from Northwestern. Might be there for you at 12. So, no, I disagree with you completely, NorCal. Garoppolo, this is what's going on, dude. They're a Super Bowl caliber team, they feel. So you're not going to throw a rookie in the middle of it and say, hey, lift us up to it. That would be unfair. They did it with Roethlisberger years ago. But that Steelers team was really balanced completely. I'm not going to put San Francisco in that area. They have the potential, but they need a veteran quarterback. So what they're doing now is they're going to play the game where they're going to blow smoke up Jimmy's butt, keep him positive, try to keep him, and then they'll draft a young quarterback. And then that quarterback will sit for a year behind Jimmy They'll find a way to trade Jimmy if they can because they're hoping Jimmy takes the field, plays well, builds up his value, right? And if Jimmy's smart and he compartmentalizes everything, doesn't worry about the rookie, doesn't worry about their agenda, do what Aaron Rodgers did. Oh, you drafted Jordan Love? I'm going to go out and kick ass. And I'm going to make your decision impossible. You want to trade me? Are you sure Jordan Love is going to be the guy? Right? You don't hear anything more, right? If Rodgers would have struggled this year, well, we need to start elevating Jordan Love and this and that. That you don't even hear about Jordan Love because the guy won an MVP. So not that Garoppolo can win the MVP. I'm just saying Garoppolo needs to go out there and have the year of his life. So if San Fran doesn't want to keep you and they still want to go with the rookie that they draft, well, then now they can get compensation for you because there will be teams that will trade for you if you're having a good season and you stayed healthy. So I disagree with you. They didn't move up to not get a quarterback. They're getting a quarterback. And I think it's Justin Fields.
It's just funny because they have such an injury-prone quarterback right now with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And you're going to take Mac Jones, who doesn't have the best physical build whatsoever, with a spotty offensive line that they currently have, and you're going to feel more comfortable about his health than you would, say, a Trey Lance who's built like a brick wall, and similarly Justin Fields who has 4.4 speed. I feel like you're just. I'm with you. Like, this could all be a smokescreen, and we're falling for it. But man,
it's a smokescreen.
If they do take Mac Jones, Kyle Shanahan has done this all to himself.
It's not an if. It's not a maybe. It's a smokescreen. It's complete BS. I'm telling you, it's complete BS. All right, Clay Ferraro is going to join us on the other side. We'll have some fun with Clay. Don't forget, Sundays Onside Radio continues to provide you the kind of sports talk South Florida fans desire. Every Sunday at 7 a.m., tune in to the Sunday Sports Drop with Jazz Santana. Catch Jazz every week as he takes your calls and discusses the biggest stories in sports. That's the Sunday Sports Drop, 7 to 9 a.m., exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
She's kind of a big deal. Some people like to say it's only because of how she looks. She sticks her tongue out a lot. But there's just something about her that makes people do crazy things, like get tattoos of her face, or wait in line for hours just to say hi. Lil Bub is a 2-year-old cat, an Instagram celebrity with a following bigger than some 90s television stars. And it all started because she was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Lil Bub, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new papadilla, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
Every Thursday, NBA fans can catch one of the best basketball shows in the country when Ethan Skolnick and Ira Winderman host Inside the Paint. Listen to 2 of the most knowledgeable and connected reporters in the business. Get year-round insight every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. with Inside the Paint on the home for hardcore basketball fans. OnsideRadio.com.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
If you missed Man of the Match with Alex Dano, you missed.
I think we need to normalize the nickname Dick again. There used to be a lot of dicks. Now, people think about the male anatomy. I don't know why we can't use Dick as a nick. There was something the strong, silent type would have the name Dick. Yeah, sure, it was a nickname for Richard, but Richards now will just go by Rich or Richard. Like, nobody goes by Dick anymore. I think we need to normalize Dick.
Man of the Match with Alex Dano from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, we're back. We take you till 3. Alex Dano will take over. I'm sure he's in the bullpen warming that arm up. It's going to be a good day today. We got baseball, we got basketball, we got hockey, and it's a beautiful thing. We got Clay Ferraro joining us, of course, sports anchor for Channel 10. You can follow him on Twitter like I and many others do at Clay, WPLG. Clay, how are you doing, my friend?
I am doing great. And, last time we talked, you started chatting a little bit about the blockchain stuff. So I've started playing around a little bit with Top Shot ever since we talked. So
look at you.
You have influenced my life in a positive way.
Yes. Well,
although my wife may argue that it's not a positive way because she's like, why do I keep getting these notifications on my credit card? But yeah, so I appreciate it.
You are a smart man because those NFTs are going to end up blowing up. And if you need any tips on the coins, I will lead you to the right stocks, coins. I had a friend of mine call me the other day and goes, all right, so, dude, explain to me, what are these crypto things? I go, dude, it's the stock market, but it's just a digital stock market. It's a different way of doing it. That's all it is. Don't get intimidated.
Bro.
Yeah, don't get intimidated by. By the way, did you see what Elon Musk did this morning? Clay? Did we lose Clay? I think we lost Clay. I think we lost him. All right, let's see if we can get Clay back. I think we lost him there. That's the beauty of live radio. That's mobile telephones have not been perfected. All of those things. I know Clay is making his way down to the stadium to go check out the game. I'm sure he's working. Probably. I don't know. Maybe he's off today. At least maybe he's off till the evening, so he's going to enjoy the game. But we'll get Clay Ferraro back on. And we'll talk all kinds of things. I want to run something by Clay because Clay's been in the business for a few years now, and I want to see if Clay also is naive enough to believe some of this stuff that we're hearing on the left coast. All right, so Clay, before we get into the football question that I wanted to ask you, I was telling you that a friend of mine asked me the same thing. He called me about crypto. And he goes, okay, I know you've been following this, dude. What is this crypto stuff? And I said, bro, it's a stock market. It's just called coins, but it's a stock. It's the same thing. There are businesses that you're investing in just like the stock market. It's all the same. It's just, I think this crypto thing and blockchain and digital and all that stuff, I think people are just intimidated, Clay, because they don't realize that this is the future. This is the direction that we're going in. And it's kind of like the internet. Or I'm sure when they were watching the Wright brothers try to get the plane off the damn ground, they're oh, come on, that'll never work. I think that's where we're at with crypto and blockchains and NFTs and things like that. That's where we're at.
Yeah, well, and look, it's one of those things where you don't ever want to tell anybody how to invest their money, right? I mean, because you don't want to be responsible for something that goes south, and yet. Like anything else, I think you just assume once you put money in that you're never going to see it again, and you don't invest more than you're uncomfortable losing. And yet,
exactly.
I think the thing on Tuesday was enormous, and obviously ESPN picked up on it, and a number of others have. But the Top Shot thing, jumping from $50 million to $350 million in investment capital with people like Ashton Kutcher, who's apparently, I didn't even realize this. I guess he's really big into Silicon Valley investments, and so the people who've gotten in, Will Smith, Michael Jordan. It's a huge deal, and so anyway, you gave me the first heads up on that, along with our producer Dookie Lang, and so it made me explore it a little more.
No, Dookie's a smart kid. You should know that.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been around him. You know he's smart as hell. So
Yep.
yeah, you should. He knows what he's talking about. All right, so here's the thing: are you falling for this bullshit out from San Francisco that they traded from 12 to 3 to get Mac Jones? I've been telling everybody this is Kyle Shanahan serving up a bunch of BS for people to fall for it because he really loves either Fields or Wilson, but he doesn't want to say it because he doesn't want the Jets to actually. And I think he wants Fields. And since everybody's talking Zach, I think he wants the Jets to take Zach, but he doesn't want to talk about either guy because he doesn't want to, sell where he's coming from. So he feeds everybody this BS of Mac Jones when his dad coached Elway. It's all this thing. Oh, no, well, he coached Matt Ryan, a big white stiff guy. So he's going to go get another big white stiff guy in Mac Jones. This is not happening, dude. He wants Justin Fields because he saw Justin Fields take a kidney shot with a helmet and go out there and still ball. And he goes, wow, Garoppolo can't do that. That's who I'm getting right there, baby. I'm going to get you. I think he loves one of those two guys, Wilson and Fields, and he's just feeding everybody this BS because it makes no sense. You would trade from 12 to 3 for Mac freaking Jones. Come on,
well, it's
man.
rumor and lie. It's rumor and lie season. It always is.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll always remember. I had a buddy text me yesterday. Oh, man, the fact that Greer and Brian Flores are out at Florida Pro Day must mean that they're going to take Kyle Pitts. And I said, wait a minute. I mean, this is the same Chris Greer that sat there and told us the night they drafted Charles Harris that they intentionally did not set up any pre-draft interviews with him. They wanted to be nowhere near him because they didn't want anybody to think that they were interested in him. And Harris was shocked when they took. Now, the player that Harris turned out to be is not the point here. The fact is that's just the way this game goes. So, could they like Mac Jones? Maybe. And yet, I think people may point to Matt Ryan, but man, I remember the first where people really started to hear about how great he was with his work with Robert Griffin III. And somebody who had that mobile element, also a really strong arm. So, yeah, I mean, just because he worked with Matt Ryan, that doesn't mean that his offense can't be tailored to someone who's really mobile. In fact, I've watched Kyle Shanahan offenses. I mean, if they've got a quarterback who can move around, it makes that offense, that running game, just so much more dangerous. And
exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, it has. I don't think the correlation is because of Matt Ryan. But there's no way they traded up to 3 and didn't have exactly somebody in mind that they wanted. They didn't just get up there because we think there's going to be a quarterback that they like. No, they want somebody in particular, and they didn't give up all of that just to get up for a wide receiver or a tackle. It's a quarterback, and we're not going to know until draft day who it is.
All right, I'm already, when the trade happened, I was on the air when both trades happened for the Dolphins last week, and once they were done, the way I deciphered it was, this is all about Pitts and Chase. And I think they're happy if they end up with one of the two because that's what they were going to do at 3. They were going to end up with either Pitts or Chase with one of the two best position players in this draft. At least my opinion, it's Pitts and Chase. Agree or disagree?
No, I'm with you completely. 100%, and I have been from the beginning. And look, it's not I remember I was on that train early, and I'm sure you got some of the same pushback that I did because people love Devontae Smith.
Oh, yes.
And look, yeah. I think he's going to be fantastic. And yet, I think because of his size, there are probably some things that, you're not necessarily comfortable with him doing in the offense. You don't want him running over the middle nonstop. I mean, there are just some things about because of his size that scare you a little bit. And I don't know if you're going to spend the top 5, top 6 pick on somebody that you want to kind of protect a little bit, right? So I'm with you. Pitts and Chase, I think, have separated themselves a little bit. Now, we don't know what their board looks like, and they may truly be comfortable with if Jalen Waddle happens
I love
to be
him
there
too.
or whatever.
I love
I'm a
Waddle
big fan.
too.
Yeah. So regardless, they have to get out of this with a playmaker in that spot. And I think from trading back like they did, it truly was the best of all worlds in that you're able to get a playmaker there, whoever it happens to be. But also, man, you're going to have that extra draft capital that if this year, by the end of the season, you're looking at Tua and you're still like, man, we're just not sure. Well, hey, you're able to move around some picks next year and go up and get a guy who can compete with him. So, to me, you're getting a playmaker to where you can properly evaluate Tua this year, and then you're hedging your bets a little bit. I thought what Chris Greer did was a master stroke.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I thought Chris Greer was a monster. And listen, I have total faith in Tua. I just think I think Tua was phenomenal last year. See, I'm completely different than everybody else because most of us couldn't go to work every day after we had that hip surgery. This dude went to play NFL and got crushed by Michael Brockers, and he ends up with a winning record. He throws twice as many touchdowns as interceptions. This offseason, he gets to work on football. He gets to strengthen his body. He gets to strengthen his core instead of rehabbing the entire offseason. People are going to see a stronger, more athletic Tua. They're going to say, wow, his arm is stronger. No, it's not that his arm is stronger. His arm was strong enough. The problem is his body wasn't where it needed to be, and everything comes from your core. And that core is going to be able to be worked on now instead of rehabbed. And I think people are going to freak out on this Tua, and they're going to go, wow, where was he last year? And people just aren't going to think about the medical issues that young man had to overcome, which were maybe career-threatening, and yet he found a way to play an entire NFL season. I don't think we come even close to praising Tua for what he was able to accomplish last year. That's how I feel.
I think it's a great point, and I remember that Rams game specifically, and people looking at the numbers, and it bothered me because people looked at the numbers and they're comparing it to Justin Herbert, and look, man, hey, Justin Herbert doesn't have this defense. Justin Herbert doesn't have the special teams, and obviously, I think they had a punt block in addition to Jakeem Grant returning a punt for a touchdown in that game. So, you have to look at the totality of the team, and a quarterback's job is to win the football game. And he made some throws in that game against the Rams. I remember specifically 2 third-down drops that would have extended drives when, hey, they run the ball on first and second down to chew the clock, and to his job, with no chance to get into any sort of a rhythm in that game, was to put third down throws on the money to keep chewing the clock. That was his job that game. He got no help from his receiver. So, people looked at that game as some sort of a failure, even though they won, because I think Justin Herbert, either that week or the week before, threw for like 400 yards. Look, man, he wins. He wins. And if he goes out there this year, and, so people have asked me, hey, what do you need to see out of Tua this year to feel comfortable with him moving forward? He just needs to win. He needs to make winning plays. And I hate to steal the Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra line on that one, but make the winning plays. Make the throws that help you win football games. I don't care what his numbers look like other than the W and L column at the end of the year. Go out there, win 11 games, 12 games, compete with the Bills and the Patriots in the division, and then I think you've got a successful year and a good quarterback moving forward.
Channel 10 sports anchor Clay Ferraro joining us. Remember, you can follow him on Twitter like I and many others do at Clay WPLG. Clay, every day I pose a roundtable question for all of our hosts. And at the end of the day, our producer Alex, he puts them all together in a podcast so people have whatever the hot button subject is. Today, I pose this question, and I want to pose it to you. With the start of the baseball season, what kind of a commitment do you have to the Marlins? Are you all in no matter what, or are you still in a wait-and-see mode to determine whether Jeter and Sherman are truly committed to winning? And, I love what they're doing, actually. I love what they've done with the image and getting rid of all the memories of Loria. I love how they've built the minor leagues up. I think it's really, really smart. I'm just waiting to see if you got the money in a couple years to sign Alcantara and all these other cats that may come up for arbitration and a contract. Then I know that's where I'm a little hesitant because I still need to see that final phase. I like everything else. I just need to see you're committed like Viola and Sifu. You know what I mean? That kind of commitment. Yeah. I need to see that because God bless the Panthers, dude. They do everything to win. It's kind of like the Stephen Ross thing. They just hadn't found the right combination, and maybe now with Zito, and obviously Coach Q, we know is a badass, but with Zito, maybe you got it now. Just like our boy Stephen Ross. It looks like, with Chris Greer, he got the right guy to run football. The Marlins have got to show me that one element. Where do you stand with that, three-part question there?
Yeah, no, so I'm all in on the plan. I agree with you on the finances. Where I'm still wait and see is how's the scouting playing out? The whole point of making these deals isn't just to cut salary, but man, you got to bring in some young, talented players, and there've been some good early returns. That you mentioned Alcantara, Sixto Sanchez. I could end up being the best out of all of them, and yet. And some of these bats really have to start producing. I think Jazz Chisholm has a really high upside. I'm really excited about him moving forward. I don't know that it's going to be this year, and that may take some time. But it's not just, to me, about, hey, was it right to tear down the thing to build the foundation? To me, it's just as much about what kind of a job did your scouts do? Who did you get in return? I mean, the early returns from the Christian Yelich deal right now, look, if we're being honest, it doesn't look great. And yet you made enough of these deals to where you have enough players that could pan out to where ultimately the plan looks brilliant. But unless and until we see that translate into consistent success on the field. And look, I don't think last year was a fluke, but I do think that you have to capitalize on that and build on it to prove that what you did is sustainable. So, like you said, three-part question. So here are my answers. Number one, I'm all in on the plan. Number two, I'm wait and see on the financial part of it. And number three, and most importantly, I'm wait and see on did these deals pan out? Did the scouting pan out? Did they pull in the type of players that it's going to take to build that foundation for sustained success?
All right, one more thing. What'd you think of the Jedi mind tricks by Riley? I will give you nothing.
Man.
I will give you nothing. You will give me something. I mean, that was too
brilliant.
much, dude.
Brilliant. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't want Kyle Lowry on the Heat. I thought he would have been great. And yet, Victor Oladipo, the upside there is even higher than Lowry. And the fact is that, man, long term, to get him for what you had to give up or what you didn't have to give up, and being able to keep this core intact. And, oh, by the way, if Kawhi Leonard goes to the Clippers and says, you know what, peace, I'm out after the season, if Bradley Beal decides that he's tired of not making the playoffs, you still have assets to make a move there. I just thought it was brilliant all the way around, and not just for this year, but also moving forward.
Great stuff as always. So, are you going? Are you working, or are you going as a fan today to enjoy the game?
I am actually working. I'm at the ballpark as we speak. We're in the editing area, and then we're going to go out and just kind of get a feel from the fans because they put these new protocols in place, and it's cool. They sell the seats in pods here now, so you can't just buy one ticket. You have to buy multiple, and you sit together. And yet, I think it just feels like we're getting closer to normal, and we're not there yet. But man, just having fans back here. I thought Don Mattingly put it perfectly yesterday when we were out here. He said, "Hey, look, these players first and foremost, yeah, they love the game, but they're also performers. They love to perform for an audience, and not having that audience last year, I think, really hurt. And now they've got them back, and so it just feels good to see things getting closer to normal again."
Good stuff as always. Make sure you follow my man Clay on Twitter at ClayWPLG. Enjoy the game, my brother. I know you won't be able to enjoy the Clevelander because that's gone.
That's right. Certainly not when you're on the clock anyway.
No doubt about that. Clay, you're a stud, my brother. Thank you for taking time.
Anytime, brother. Talk soon.
You got it. There you go, Clay Ferraro, man. Good stuff there as always. Love having Clay on and talking all kinds of sports. Don't forget that every Thursday, which happened today, NBA fans can catch one of the best basketball shows in the country when Ethan Skolnick and Ira Winderman host Inside the Paint. Listen to two of the most knowledgeable and connected reporters in the biz. Get year-round insight every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. with Inside the Paint on the home for hardcore basketball fans, OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
He was the heart of your family, and he taught you our history. He helped you fix your first flat. He was the best backyard DJ around, and every time he'd tell a story, he'd own the room. But now more than ever, he may feel alone. Today, older adults and their loved ones are struggling to connect, in a time when connection has never been more important. But there is something we can do. Embrace our older loved ones through StoryCorps Connect. With StoryCorps Connect, you can honor seniors remotely with an interview about their life. Every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history, so that years from now, future generations can listen in.
All right, Grandpa, what's one piece of advice you have for me?
Just 3 words, sweetheart. Live with courage.
The man that had the best stories still has plenty of stories to tell. So connect virtually and share the conversation of a lifetime at StoryCorpsConnect.org/AARP. Connect, honor, share. StoryCorps Connect. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
He has an overbite that makes him look like a cartoon character, a slightly crooked eye, and an uncommonly wrinkly neck. In the right light, he can look a little like a garden gnome, and he'll wear a bow tie just because. Sure, you might call him a little quirky, but that's exactly what makes him so perfect. Tuna is a 3-year-old Chihuahua Dachshund mix with more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, and it all started because he was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Tuna, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Catch a South Florida staple every afternoon as Alex Dono hosts the Man of the Match. Dono covers everything from football to football to MMA. Tune in to one of the most complete sports shows in the country with Man of the Match with Alex Dono from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday, exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new papadilla, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Miami Heat putting out a gutty win over the Pacers yesterday, winning 92-87. Duncan Robinson was the hero of the night with 20 points, a team high. Also went 6 of 11 from the three-point line. The Heat are back at 500 at 24-24. They play against the Warriors tonight. Victor Oladipo is set to make his Miami Heat debut. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Florida Panthers take on the Red Wings tonight in a rematch of Tuesday's game. Panthers looking to jump ahead in the Central Division. They're tied with the Lightning at 50 points apiece. 7 p.m. puck drop as the Panthers are going as a -240 favorite, according to Vegas. And storied college basketball head coach Roy Williams has announced his retirement. Williams retires after 33 seasons with the Tar Heels, including over 3 national championships during his time there. With your Onside Sports Update, I'm Tito Bonacci. Coming up next, it's more of the Onside Zone with the Big O right here, OnsideRadio.com.
What is dedication?
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is Dariana. We call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's attention, affection, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. The craziest thing was believing that your dad knew everything. So as a dad, you felt like you had to know everything. You had to get everything right. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, then, it kind of starts to work itself out. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
All right, we're back. We take you till 3. Alex Donald takes over at that point. So I see where the Patriots are. I don't know. I guess they're having a come to Jesus moment, I guess, for the owner. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if any of you saw this, but Kraft was interviewed, and Kraft was talking about what the Patriots are doing this offseason. And he said something really interesting that and again, I'm very cynical because I've been at this for 31 years. I've been lied to in every way possible. I've been tried to misdirect in every way possible. I've watched players, coaches, executives, say things publicly in general like this, like what was going on with Shanahan, that I think it's total crap. But this one, and I'm going to go to this extreme right now that very few people are going to go into, okay? So be prepared. So they ask Robert Kraft about the team's offseason, right? And how the 2020 roster actually lacked talent. And, the team, obviously, a lot of us have talked about it because people don't realize that Belichick actually is not very good drafting. I know everybody talks about Tom Brady and all of that, but in general, he struggles a lot with drafting, and he ends up trading for people. He ends up picking up other people off others' rosters, and he finds ways, whether it's Ninkovich, whether it's Wes Welker, whether it's Sammy Morris, and I'm just telling you about Dolphins, okay? And he does that with other teams also. So when asked on Wednesday in a conference call with reporters, Kraft acknowledged the reality of the Patriots. Did you see this quote, by the way, Tito, from Kraft?
I did not.
He says, really, the teams who draft well are the ones who will be consistently good, Kraft said, based on the transcript provided by the team. I don't feel like we've done the greatest job the last few years, and I really hope and believe I've seen a different approach this year. In the end, it all comes down to what happens on the field and how people execute, and you really don't know how good a draft is for at least 2 years. Okay? Now, that's a shot at Belichick, guaranteed. Okay? And remember, Nick Caserio left. He's now with the Texans. So he goes on to say, we missed to a certain extent in the draft, so this was our best opportunity. Kraft talking about all the moves in free agency. Now, I want you to know this. I know this is a crazy thing. Those are the crumbs he is leaving now, and those crumbs become chunks, and then they become complete plates of food, and then they end up getting Belichick, maybe not fired, but forcibly to retire. So Belichick was just put on double secret probation. Why? Because the owner was in Tampa celebrating with Brady winning a championship for the Bucs. He had a suite in the stadium with several other people and then went to congratulate Brady after. He loves Brady. He's the guy that forced Belichick to trade Garoppolo when Belichick was ready to move on with Garoppolo and move out of Brady. And they went to win another title after that whole ordeal. Okay? So they got one more. They got number 6 with, after that whole Garoppolo mess, they got number 6. So now you have pushed him out the door. Clearly it's a Belichick-Brady thing. You couldn't make the playoffs. You went for Cam Newton. Not only that, you brought Cam Newton back now. And now you had to go do what the Dolphins have lived on. Screwing up the draft and going to spend all that money in free agency. That's not these Dolphins. I'm just saying, prior Dolphins. So, they're not letting him go now. He's not going to force him now. It'll be a couple years from now, but this is the beginning. This is the way you send the message to Bill Belichick that, I know you've done a lot, but I got to question what you're doing lately. Because I see the guy I love go win a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay and not with the Patriots. I have a problem with that. So Belichick has screwed up so much in the draft that he had to go spend a ton in free agency. And that's not how you win in this league. And I'm sorry, you're not winning with Cam Newton anyways. Cam Newton is not a passer. Never has been, never will be. And you can think that your system is going to carry everything and it's going to change everything. But I'm telling you that this was the beginning. I don't know if it's the end, the beginning of the end, but this is a message that was sent. So Belichick has kind of been put on that double secret probation deal. And I think in the next 2 years, Robert Kraft has to see this team get back to where they used to be, which I doubt that's going to happen. I hope not. And if not, in 2 years, we'll revisit this conversation. And I'm going to tell you, remember those comments from Kraft a couple of years ago when he acknowledged that they weren't very good? And this was fresh off Tom Brady winning it for somebody else. I told you that this was the beginning of the end if Belichick didn't turn it around. So Belichick has been put on notice. And I think panic has set in, and that's why he went and spent in free agency. But he can't find a quarterback. Now, remember, he's never really found a quarterback after Brady. Garoppolo's the closest one, but he gets injured a lot. That's the only problem with Garoppolo. Garoppolo can play. Although that Emmanuel Sanders pass will always be on his resume as the moment that could have changed everything in his career. But, I mean, Matt Castle, Ryan Mallett, Jacoby Brissett, he's gotten some guys that were serviceable. They're backups, whatever, but not really, didn't find another stud. It's not like he is Mr. Quarterback or anything like that, okay? Now, I commend him. He was able to get a second-rounder from Matt Castle. I know they drafted Mallett in the 3rd, I want to say. He had to settle for a 4th, I believe, from the Texans, or the 5th that Bill O'Brien gave him, and that didn't work out, obviously, for Houston and O'Brien. Shocker. And I know they traded Jacoby Brissett for a later-round pick or something like that, but he hasn't found another stud. And a lot of us are thinking that, dude, you had the ultimate eraser, and the ultimate eraser is gone, and you couldn't even make the playoffs. Just saying. I think that's the first time we're seeing something that could lead to a new coach down the line in a couple of years if things don't turn around. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back for the final segment of hour number 2. Got a bunch of things I want to talk about. I got some football stuff I want to talk about. On the baseball side, there is one man that can save the sport if they listen to him. I'll tell you who that is. Durant, Michael Rappaport's got some stuff going on. I got some crypto stuff that I got to share with Tito and piss him off.
Crypto, bro.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of things coming up in hour number 3 right here on OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
For over 20 years, Mr. Glass has been committed to the safety and satisfaction of our clients. Our products are the culmination of innovative engineering, aesthetic appeal, and the highest levels of quality. Through our legacy, Mr. Glass strives to impart the true meaning of quality, service, and sustainability to new generations. Reputation, experience, and trust is why clients choose Mr. Glass. Live the future now. Locate a dealer near you today.
If you missed NBA insider Ira Winderman and the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat report, you missed this.
I would say the number one thing on the surprise meter was not getting LaMarcus Aldridge. I think everything this team did, planning step by step to get to that point, was okay. We're going to give up a bunch of power players. We're going to give up Mo Harkless, wasn't playing a lot, Chris Silva, a prospect, but especially Kelly Olynyk, who's been very good since he arrived, starting 2 games for the Houston Rockets. That's fine. We'll get LaMarcus Aldridge. We'll replace him, maybe put him in the starting lineup and move forward. A lot was predicated on that. The problem was, and I mentioned this to you guys last week also, it's a lot easier to recruit guys on the buyout market when you have a winning record and a good playoff seed.
The Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat report with NBA insider Ira Winderman, exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
At Baptist Health, we are ready
to serve, to treat,
to safely proceed with your procedure.
We're ready for ER visits and office visits
with skilled surgeons,
advanced medicine,
and multidisciplinary teams.
We're ready for new arrivals
and new recoveries.
We are ready.
We're ready to diagnose, treat, and manage
anything that comes our way
with exceptional care and comfort.
With the same preparedness and compassion you've come to expect from Baptist Health.
And we are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready
to care for you.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Can I get a captain?
Captain and what?
Captain and Ginger.
I can't hear you.
Captain and Ginger.
He was a captain and Ginger. Captain and Ginger. He was a captain and Ginger.
Captain Morgan, official partner of Major League Soccer.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
You're listening to OnsideRadio.com. Catch up anytime by downloading the MyTuner Radio app. OnsideRadio.com, South Florida's true hometown station.
All righty. We take it till 3. Alex Dono is ready, baby. He's got that fastball warmed up. I watched him in the bullpen right now. He was hitting 104 on the gun, so he is locked and loaded and ready to go. I'm telling you. So Deshaun Watson deal is up to 21 women suing him now. Did you see that? Tito?
I did.
Not only did you see that, did you see the newest video of Deshaun Watson? That's out.
I did not.
He's playing basketball with Mia Khalifa at his apartment.
That's from when he was in college.
And she's in an apron.
Yeah, that was from when he was at Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
No, I'm just saying now it's surfacing a video of she's trying to dunk on him on a rim that's on the wall. So, but I think what people are using that video for, just to kind of prove that he's a freak. That's what I think is all about. It's just like, okay, look at him. He's with. I mean, seriously, what are you doing with Mia Khalifa? You're not really having like some kind of, real conversation. You're not really getting enlightened on the crypto world or investments or politics, or you're not having any kind of those kind of conversations with Mia Khalifa. Not that I'm the biggest Mia Khalifa fan or anything like that. Okay, to me, she's really extremely overrated. I know she's got these giant knockers or whatever, and she's a porn star, and I don't. To me, I don't know what the attraction is with guys that want to sleep with porn stars. Not exactly sure what that's all about. You know what I mean? Let me just go into the pool where everybody's been. It reminds me of that pool in the Ozarks, right when the pandemic started a couple months after, and you got all those idiots, like 500 idiots in a pool, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Sleeping with Mia Khalifa is like just walking in to or stepping into a pool with a whole bunch of people that are kind of dirty. But now you've got 21 women that are suing him. And then Rusty Hardin, by the way, did you see what Rusty Hardin did?
I did not.
So Rusty Hardin is, of course, Watson's lawyer. And he brought in 18 professional female massage therapists that are going to bat for the QB, saying they had nothing but positive experiences with him over the years. Hardin says the women all worked with the Houston Texans QB at some point over the past 5 years, completing more than 130 sessions without any sort of incident. All of them stated that Deshaun never made them feel uncomfortable or demanded anything outside the scope of a professional massage. None of them experienced any of the behavior alleged by anonymous plaintiffs in numerous lawsuits filed by the same Houston attorney. Hardin says the 18 women he's been in contact with agreed to issue on-the-record statements supporting Watson. These statements show the other side to this story that has been so lacking in the flurry of anonymous complaints filed by opposing counsel. The first masseuse, Maya Roberson, described a licensed massage therapist who's been working in Houston for 10 years, primarily with athletes. I started working with Deshaun in December of 2019 after being referred to him by another therapist. He sent me a screenshot of a diagram that the head trainer of the Texans gave him, highlighting the muscles that needed to be worked on, which included the groin and hamstrings. He asked if I felt comfortable working on those areas, and I said yes, because I am used to working on athletes. So this is the other part of it. And this is where you're going to need physical proof now, because it's a he said, she said, or they said, he said. And then you're going to bring on the other theys, and they're all going to say that he was a gentleman. So then something's got to give. So there's got to be something legitimate that leaves a trail. Some kind of DM, some kind of text, pictures, videos. These women, if they were sexually assaulted, the only way I see them getting anything out of this, an apology or whatever, or money or jail time or whatever, they got to have some proof. Because if you come up with a whole bunch of other masseuses that said they had no problems with him, then what are you going to believe? And this is what ends up happening in this case. All right, hour number 3 is next. I got to tell you about somebody that actually can save baseball. Seriously, there's somebody that can actually save baseball. It's crazy. We'll take your questions, your comments, all kinds of good stuff. Got a bunch of things to talk about in hour number 3 right here on OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Onside Radio. No station in South Florida provides more live and local sports talk. Follow us on social media at Onside Radio.
Hey, Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
OnsideRadio.com knows gamers need a home.
Can you dig it?
That's why for the next 60 seconds,
Can you count, suckers?
here's your Onside Radio E-Report with Michael Christian.
Among Us, one of the breakout games from 2020, is finally getting a new map. The game that became an almost overnight sensation and had a player base of nearly 500 million people is getting the update many have been waiting for. Initially, Innersloth, the game's developer, had plans for a sequel, but decided to push those back to focus on improving the current game. Today, Innersloth shared that the game will have a completely updated art style with cleaner lines and an easier animation process. Not only that, but they plan on expanding max lobby sizes to 15, and the new map, Airship, finally went live. If you felt like you mastered all the maps in the current game, hop back in and try the new map, Airship. I'm sure you won't know which of your friends is sus.
Stay in touch in the world of gaming with the Onside Radio E-Report.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Time to get in the zone. The Onside Zone.
And look, man, I don't care if you're my wife. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to say it. You know what I mean?
The Onside Zone.
He's a liar. And there's nothing new about that. He's full of crap. If you're believing that, I got a bridge in the Keys. It's the one on the right side. Just want you to know, when you're going south, you'll see the smaller bridge on the right. I've got that one for sale if you're interested.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
That's the one boy band that I will say, dude, I'll stand up for Boys to Men every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Love those guys.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. The Onside Zone with a big O.
All right.
I need to know I'm not alone. Now take it home.
All right, we back. We take you, of course, till 3. My man Alex Donna will take over at that point. Carry you till 6. And then you know who takes over then? Michael Christian will work the magic from 6 to 7 with a little game night. If you want to get in, you got a little magic you want to work, give us a ring, man. 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. The text line, 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. The most important thing you can do for all of us is to rate, review the podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, please smash that like button. It's so important. It really sets off the algorithms. It sends it off to other people. More people will find it. So it really helps out a lot for those of you, if you can, to give us a little love and punch that like button, that thumbs up. And help us out there so Onside Radio grows every single day as it has so far, which has been absolutely awesome. And we thank all of you out there for helping us out in growing the product. We got a bunch of things to talk about in this hour. I got to check the text line too, just in case we got any important questions there from all of you. If you want to get in and send them in on the text line on the YouTube. That's right, GP Trap. He says, hit that like button. I love it. Love it. Oh, not only is the pool dirty, you need to bring your floaties. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a dirty pool. Mia's hot. What's the problem? Yeah, see, I don't see her as hot, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't look at her as hot. Yeah. And she's a porn star. Again. when the odometer's gone around so many times, it just gets to a point where, like I said, hot dog down a hallway. Let's see. What else do we have? Hey, I'm middle class. I don't mind raising the just to keep the peace on South Beach. I will still enjoy myself and my wife. I don't want stupid people there. I just think every man's fantasy is to sleep with a porn star. It's not mine. No. It's never been my fantasy to sleep with a porn star. We all fantasize about actresses. That could be, or entertainers or something like that. But porn stars, I don't know. Listen, where I think you're right is I think there's a lot of guys that want to sleep with porn stars. Sure. Yeah, they're growing up and they're watching porn stars and all that. And, some of them are really fine and all that and good looking. And so, yeah, you want to sleep with them. And I don't know, maybe it's just the experience of sleeping with a porn star. Because I think also maybe it's also you're expecting some of the best sex of your life because she's a porn star. You know what I mean? Donald says they should change admission into South Beach. Wait a minute, let me see what he put here. They should change admission into South Beach like Disney World does, and you'll never see anybody trashing Disney World. Okay. I like it. I like it. They're going to price them out, man. And that's the smartest thing to do. Happy Thursday, Big O. 4 weeks from tonight is the draft. I'm getting ready to start the countdown. G from Pennsylvania. I love it, G. Can't wait, man. Ron in Michigan says, good afternoon, Big O. On the Onside Zone, hypothetical for the number 6 pick. If Pitts and Chase are off the board already, would you prefer Smith or Waddle? I feel Waddle is a better fit for the Miami system. I would go Waddle because the scouts have told me that they think Waddle is the better fit than Chase. But I can't complain about either one of those two. I mean, not Chase, Donta. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, by the way. So I don't even want to entertain it. I'm pretty sure Miami's going to end up with Pitts or Chase. I'm like 99% sure. I'm sure that there's going to be 4 quarterbacks taken in the first 4 picks, and Penei will go number 5.
Yeah, I've never wanted Penei Sewell to go top 5 more in my life than right now.
He's going to go 5. I mean, listen, if Cincinnati doesn't take Penei Sewell, then they get what they deserve, dude. And if you're Joe Burrow, you better be clamoring for that tackle, not the receiver. If you ever want to find another receiver out in the open field again, you're not going to do it when you're on your ass. So I just feel that you've got to go in that direction. So those are some of the questions there on the text line. And again, if you ever want to send anything on the text line, we will check them out throughout the show and answer those questions. 844-416-8123. All right. The big thing Belichick does is if he can take someone's cast off and mold them to fit what he wants. The biggest thing is all these players have pro tape on them, and that's where he shines. Well, I guess it is, but I'll tell you this. If he doesn't improve the drafting and he doesn't find another quarterback, he won't be making the playoffs and he won't be making much of an impact. And then Robert Kraft's going to say, yeah, maybe it's time. Bill, you've been great. You brought all these titles, but, we think it's time to turn the page. And wouldn't it be funny, okay, if Robert Kraft releases Belichick because he thinks, the gravy's almost done and it's over, right? And just like Belichick does with a lot of players, that he lets them go before they're about to completely fall off the cliff. And maybe that's what Robert Kraft is setting up. He's going to end up releasing Belichick in a couple of years before he falls off the cliff completely. It'll be one of those Shula Wayne Huizenga things. Oh, we've come to an agreement, mutually part ways. Bill wants to go on to the next stage of his life, and the Patriots are going to look for the next person in line to take over the franchise and all that good stuff. I can see that kind of a BS, being sold. Like they sold us the whole Shula thing. When we all know that they pushed Shula's ass out. Huizenga had Jimmy Johnson in his sights. Fans were going crazy for Jimmy Johnson. He had won those titles with Dallas. He helped UM win the championship. And so fans were convinced that he was the next guy. We were all convinced. And it obviously never panned out. But, yeah, there's no doubt that he is going to be on that double secret probation now from here on out. And which is something that we probably never thought was actually going to happen. Okay? All right, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623 if you want to get in on the program. You can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. And, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can reach out to us there.
Crypto, bro.
And send in a question. Oh, speaking of crypto.
Crypto, bro.
Did you see that Ice Cube is suing Robinhood?
No.
Yeah. Source close to Ice Cube tells TMZ Robinhood is exhibiting a lack of respect for the law or the people they hurt. Ice Cube did not license his image nor his lyrics printed next to the picture and would not endorse Robinhood. When asked to take it down because he was offended, Robinhood refused, in addition calling blatant propaganda for Robinhood's trading app and online services merely editorial use for someone that needs to send their lawyers back to school. Now, Cube, who needs to check himself because Robinhood is setting the record straight on how they came to use the photo of him in their Snacks newsletter, telling TMZ, no, we didn't use his image without permission. The image was licensed and used for non-commercial editorial purposes in connection with a blog article. So apparently he sold his likeness so other people could make money like Robinhood. Now, I want to give you one little tip here about Robinhood, since Ice Cube's having issues. Those of you, do you use Robinhood, Tito?
I do.
For what? What have you bought on Robinhood?
Tesla, Afria.
Okay.
Some stocks.
No crypto.
Yeah, I have some. No, most of my crypto is through Coinbase.
Okay. Do you have any crypto on
just Doge?
Okay. You do know you don't own any crypto on. Unlike Coinbase, it's your crypto. You can put it in a wallet. You can take it to another company. You can do all of that on eToro. You can do that on Crypto.com. You can do that on Binance. Robinhood, you can't pull your crypto out.
Interesting.
So any of you out there that might be investing in crypto, I just want to give you a tip. Do not buy any crypto on Robinhood. And right now, Ethereum and Bitcoin are peaking right around the 60,000 mark, and Ethereum is approaching 2,000. If you have any Robinhood crypto, this is what I suggest you do. You sell it now, you get your money out of Robinhood, and then go to Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com. I suggest Crypto.com is actually pretty damn good. Coinbase is excellent. Coinbase has its own wallet or own DeFi wallet, and so does Crypto.com. You can swing that over. You can buy it there and put it into the DeFi wallets, and you're better off. But any of you out there are buying crypto on Robinhood, you do not own it. You do not own any of your crypto. They own it. You're kind of like buying shares of it from them. You're not necessarily buying the crypto. And you can't move it out of Robinhood at all. So be very careful where you buy your crypto and make sure that you own the crypto and you can move it to wherever you want to move it to. Okay? Like, I'll give you an example. I have Cardano on a couple of platforms. I got it on Coinbase. I got it on eToro. That I've bought it in two different places. I'm gonna get a Cardano wallet, a DeFi Cardano wallet, and I'm gonna put all of my Cardano in one wallet. Why am I gonna do that? Because I'm gonna stake it, because they're giving you 20%. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna have my money working for me while I'm waiting for Cardano to climb in value. But I can move my Cardano out of eToro anytime I want. I can move it out of Coinbase all I want. Just a tip. Robinhood, you do not own any of your crypto. So I suggest to you now, Tito, because Doge is up, Sell your Doge now and then buy it somewhere else so you can own it. That's what I would suggest. If the product is up and you can make money, don't sell it now on a down if it happens to be down whatever crypto you have, because then you're going to lose money. Sell it on a little bit of a high, and then grab that money and go reinvest it on a platform where you actually own the crypto. Okay? There's a little tip for those of you out there that are in the market. Onside Radio gives you a ton of options to listen to the station. You can now download the free apps from radio.net, Podbean, Radio FM, MyTuner Radio, Simple Radio, Zeno Radio. In other words, we got a ton of apps. Download any of these free apps and listen to your favorite Onside Radio host. Visit our website, onsideradio.com. You'll find all of those links on the right side.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
If you missed 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh, you missed.
And the top trait they're looking for in a partner is someone that can cook better than them.
Wow.
Yeah. How are you at cooking?
I'm okay. I cook all my stuff.
What's your best dish? If I had to say, Marsh, this you're gonna eat in tonight with a girl. All right.
Well, if I'm cooking for a girl, then I'm not cooking.
4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh, weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans. Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
Hey, it's Big O. You know, air quality in your home or business is so important now, folks. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning. Let them install high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. M&S is always on call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. and, of course, emergency Sundays. Call for more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans. Visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
You can now watch Onside Radio daily by subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Search Onside Radio, log on, subscribe, rate, and review Onside Radio on YouTube and Twitch. Watch Toast get frustrated with Marsh. OnsideRadio.com. South Florida's home for real sports talk. You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. Save it on your cell phone, 844-416-8123. No better place to send your comments, ask questions, win prizes. OnsideRadio.com, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Ah, yes. We're here to educate, enlighten. That's what we do here. We help. We help folks. We enlighten them in sports. We enlighten them in crypto. We enlighten them in music. It's all over the place. We're like savoir faire. We're everywhere.
Excited for Victor Oladipo tonight?
I am. Dude, I'm excited about the whole night. The whole freaking night. Panthers are kicking serious ass.
The trifecta of Miami sports.
Overcoming a lot of adversity. The Heat are adding Oladipo tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. Steph Curry is on the court. with the boys. The Wiseman kid is playing well. He's one of my keepers. I have him for 2 more years. So I have a little personal stake, like I do in crypto, in him. And then we've got the Marlins at 410. It's freaking awesome, dude. I love
Dono and I riding Marlins money line, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's ballsy. What's the money line?
Plus 130.
Wow. Okay. Should be a little higher. Why isn't it higher than 130?
We got a stud on the mound. That's why. Sandy Alcantara.
I know, but dude, they have no schmucks either over there.
Well, also,
Tampa's
typically
got some
their
pitchers.
number one pitcher used to be Brandon Snell, and now they don't have him anymore.
Shocker! You mean they couldn't keep their expensive players? Okay.
Right. Hey, this is the cross that these low budget Florida teams bear. You know.
I know. And it's a shame, dude, because Tampa knows how to draft. Like, if they had the money, they would win multiple titles, I believe, because they know how to draft, they know how to develop. They just don't spend the money to keep the guys. But, my Lord, they produce talent all the freaking time, kind of like the Marlins have over the years, and then they never keep the guys. You know, now that you brought that up, there is somebody that is willing to save baseball, dude. Because, as you all, most of you know, most of you are logical. You know that baseball is headed down this way. Right? And there's a lot of things you can do in baseball. And there's one guy that, I mean, he's already a godlike in this sport, right? Because anybody that can help 2 different teams win a World Series after they haven't won one in over a century, you're a god. And Theo Epstein is a god because he helped the Red Sox and he helped the Cubs. And those 2 fan bases hadn't won a title in over 200 years combined. And they both have titles now thanks to them, thanks to him. So Theo Epstein, who stepped down from his position as Cubs president of baseball operations in the offseason, he thought it was the right time to turn the team over to his buddy Jed Hoyer. As the Cubs appear to be entering a rebuild or retool, whatever you want to call it, Epstein will likely take the reins of another MLB franchise at some point. He took a position with the commissioner's office for a short term. Why? Because he's committed to making baseball more popular. Okay? I want people in the baseball community to listen to Theo Epstein. This guy knows his stuff, dude. Okay? Theo Epstein sat down with The Athletic, shared his ideas for the league, and the whole thing starts with Theo admitting that the game, it's not its best version. Thank God somebody with some balls inside baseball. What is the very best version of baseball, Theo asks? What's the most enjoyable version of baseball? The most entertaining version of baseball? The version that brings you the most joy and will bring other people the most joy. What does it look like? So he would go on to reveal this. When you talk to thousands of people who love the game about the best version of the game, there's a growing consensus about what that means. I think for most people it means that we want more action in the game, a faster pace of play for the game, a little bit less dead time, and it means we want more contact, more balls in play, fewer strikeouts than we have now. We want to see athleticism on display. We want more doubles, triples, more stolen bases, and probably less of the 3 true outcomes on offense. And those are the constant themes that you hear. You talk about strikeouts and home runs. Epstein also talked about a lot of fans are scared of the game changing too much, but points out that not many people would be disappointed if the game evolved a little bit more action and a little more speed. Very few people, he said, will say, I don't need more action in the game, or I don't need more balls in play, or I don't like doubles, triples, or stolen bases. Nobody says that. Oh, I like to watch walks. Nobody says that. Nobody wants to see home runs, strikeouts, and walks. That's all you see in baseball now. The athleticism of watching Ricky Henderson steal bases, we don't see that anymore. Butler laying down a bunt and putting pressure on people on a consistent basis. We don't see that anymore. They don't teach these hitters how to hit the opposite field. We don't see that anymore. People can shift on you and you're not doing anything about it. I am so with Theo Epstein on this. And listen, I know I get it. I'm old. I'm in my mid-50s, so I am the dying era of baseball fans. Like when I hear Marsh in the morning say, oh, wow, I'm so looking forward to baseball today, you don't hear that from young people because most young people don't care about baseball. But this is the kind of stuff that if you were able to put more athleticism out there, I think people would enjoy it. I think you got to make it. I think baseball players have to understand that they've got to market themselves too. They've got to get on social media. They got to have some fun. They got to start doing commercials. They got to be in television shows. They've got to be, you want to be where The Simpsons or Family Guy is, where you're part of the American fabric. You know what I'm saying? Baseball was part of the fabric of America. It no longer is. Because it's not in social media. It's not in the regular headlines. It's not part of pop culture. No. Pop culture is watching Trevor Lawrence. Pop culture is Tua. Pop culture is Steph Curry, the guy you're going to watch tonight. Pop culture is Dwayne Wade. Baseball players are never connecting with people. So that's also part of the game. Make it exciting. Make kids want to play your video game. They want to play FIFA. They want to play NBA 2K or 3K or whatever the hell it's at right now. I don't play those games. They want to play Madden. They're not into playing video games in baseball. You got to make it cool, man. It's Michael Jordan and Larry Bird challenging each other on television, on shots, this, that. You got to find a way to make that translate to baseball. Theo Epstein, finally, somebody in baseball willing to talk about it and not BS themselves and everybody else. It's kind of like, when Bill Clinton told everybody, no, I didn't inhale. And it's like, come on. You have people in baseball that they think baseball is still strong and powerful and healthy and all of that, and it's not. Theo Epstein. No wonder, dude, you've done and accomplished everything you've accomplished because you have a realistic point of view of whatever you're facing. Yeah, the other sports passed baseball 10 years ago. Maybe even more than that, dude. Maybe even more than that. Okay? I met Joe on his first solo tour and bought an autographed CD. He had a limp noodle handshake. Who's Joe? Who are we talking about?
Joe Mama!
Is that what it is? Joe Mama?
I don't know. It was too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Okay. But an autographed CD by my mom is not really worth much. She can't sing for shit. I'm just saying.
I almost regret doing it.
I'm just saying. It's all good, bro. Orlando, are you watching the Joe Bonamassa VR concert? Oh, okay. That's where it's
that's
going.
what it is. It's not Joe Mama.
Oh, okay. Now I see where that was coming from. I will record it. If I can record it, yes. I don't know if I'll watch it live because there's a whole bunch of sports going on tonight, and obviously I do a sports talk show, so I got to watch the sports. If I can record it and then watch it later, yeah, and I probably won't even watch it tonight. I'll probably watch it on Friday night when I'm relaxing. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen, anytime I get to see Joe Bonamassa, I will check it out every single time. So yes, Jay, if I can record it, I will watch it. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back on the other side. Let me tell you a little bit about M&S air conditioning, folks. And right now, listen, springtime is in. You know what's going to happen. It's only going to get hotter now in South Florida. You got to make sure that your AC in your home or your business right now is running smoothly, folks, by investing in preventative maintenance plans from M&S Air Conditioning. Call them 954-421-3680. That's 954-421-3680. And M&S, by the way, it's a Mitsubishi Electric Elite contractor. So when you purchase a new Mitsubishi Electric mini split system, you will receive a 12-year warranty, folks. And you will also have the peace of mind knowing that at your home or in the studios like we have it at your place of work here at Inter Miami Stadium, M&SN Air Conditioning is working at its best. They installed a high-energy polarized air filter here, so we are now breathing clean air. And I tell you what really stands out about M&S Air Conditioning is the prompt and reliable service. When you call them, folks, you're going to get a live company employee on the phone from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. So please call Mike and Greg. Call all the great people over there. Check out the website, ac-florida.com. Save it on the cell phone, 954-421-3680. That's 954-421-3680 for M&S Air Conditioning.
Every Thursday, NBA fans can catch one of the best basketball shows in the country when Ethan Skolnick and Ira Winderman host Inside the Paint. Listen to two of the most knowledgeable and connected reporters in the business. Get year-round insight every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. with Inside the Paint on the home for hardcore basketball fans. OnsideRadio.com.
ADHD. It's the child who can't pay attention or sit still in school, right? The answer may be yes. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD, can be complicated and it can last a lifetime. Living with a condition can sometimes be a challenge. It may take years to accept a formal diagnosis, and it's not always easy to find the right treatment plan. Did you know that up to 75% of children and adolescents with ADHD have at least one additional mental health condition that also requires a comprehensive approach to treatment? ADHD guidelines were recently updated to reflect the need to screen for associated disorders. Be sure to talk with your child's doctor about proper screening and visit more2adhd.com for additional information. That's more2adhd.com. This message has been brought to you in partnership with ADA, ACO, and CHAD.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
If you missed 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh, you missed.
The things that men will do to their junk blows me away.
It's
like
idiotic.
People will, Prince Albert's just...
I don't know it.
A Prince Albert? You don't know what a Prince Albert is? Prince Albert is when you have them pierce your manhood through like the, like a giant, just, steel rod. On that note.
4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh, weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
With Make-A-Wish, the impossible becomes possible. A girl battling cancer can become a race car driver battling the course. The boy showing all the nurses his fire trucks can take the helm of a real one. Wishes can give kids with critical illnesses the strength to keep fighting, get better, and grow up.
Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Wishes need you. Visit Make-A-Wish at wish.org.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Florida Panthers back on the ice tonight. They take on the Detroit Red Wings, looking to grab a hold of the Central Division. They're currently tied with Tampa Bay Lightning at 50 points apiece. 7 p.m. puck drop. Panthers going as a -240 favorite, according to Vegas. Miami Heat got the victory last night, defeating the Indiana Pacers 92-87. Heat are back at 500 at 24-24. Tonight they take on the Warriors, and it'll be the debut of the newest Heat member, Victor Oladipo. Commented today saying he is ready to play. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. And it's opening day in the MLB. Your Miami Marlins take on the Tampa Bay Rays at 4:10 p.m. Sandy Alcantara on the mound for the Fish. And for the Rays, it's Tyler Glasnow throwing. First pitch set for 4:10 p.m. With your Onside Sports update, I'm Tito Bonacci. Coming up next, it's more of the Onside Zone with the Big O right here, OnsideRadio.com.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Alrighty. We take it till 3, baby. You know who takes over then? It's Alex Dono and the man of the match. It's interesting, you know. I got a couple of texts. I got a DM on Twitter, and they're like, "Yo, I had no idea. I gotta get rid of Robinhood." You know what? I shouldn't even laugh because that's actually money. You know what? I apologize. Actually, that's I'm being an asshole there. I should not be laughing at that because now that I think about it, as serious as I take, I joke around and all that, but I take my investment serious. Okay, I spend my time studying and finding out info and all. I share it all the time with Tito and Dono to help them out just in case because I know they do their share of investing. I want to make sure they don't make any of the mistakes that I may make, and maybe also avoid a mistake too in the process with all of that. In fact, Tito, I may have helped him in, who knows? He might have ended up getting a little ETH or a little Bitcoin on Robinhood down the line. Luckily, you only have Doge. You're lucky, dude. That's all you got. That's not a problem. You can at least get rid of it and then switch it over. Coinbase hasn't added Doge yet, dude. It's crazy. How does Coinbase not add Doge by now? Crypto.com has it. Binance has it. How do they not have it? That's the weirdest thing because that one, and not that I even believe that coin's going to go much anywhere because it's kind of like the U.S. dollar. They just keep printing and printing and printing and printing, and they just keep killing the value and all that. That's why Bitcoin's going to even go up more now. That's why Bitcoin's going to be even more valuable down the line because this new thing that Biden's going to put out, and I get it, our streets, our roads, our bridges, or whatever, but there's going to be a lot of money wasted there, and that's not going to help the dollar. But it's crazy. So if you are investing in Bitcoin, I'm not a financial investor, but I just think that it's going to have more value than ever down the line. That's why these corporations are getting involved in it because it's crazy. It's crazy how Bitcoin goes up and gold goes down. Have you noticed that, Tito? That gold goes down?
I did not see that.
Gold is going down. Bitcoin is going up. Digital gold is going up. Real gold is going down. I mean, you can't carry around bullions. At those days, this isn't the 1800s, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need value to be able to be transferred quickly and used for whatever you need and all that. That's the difference. That's why digital gold is going to become more valuable. All right. 888-441-4623 if you want to get in on the program. You can also reach out to us on the text line, 844-416-8123 if you want to get in. If you're on YouTube, you can also reach out on YouTube, of course. Did you see that the detectives, Tito, found out why Tiger Woods crashed?
I did.
Did you find that? Now, they won't tell you.
Right, because it's a matter of privacy for Tiger.
Okay.
I think we know what that means then.
Okay, so are we afraid to tell the world that Tiger sucks at driving? Is that so? Are we protecting Tiger's feelings? What is social media going to have a field day with the investigators saying, we know what the cause of the, because if it was alcohol, they would have already said it. If it was drugs, they would have already said. If it was something irresponsible, like, oh, well, yeah, he was getting a hand job in the middle of and he got excited and he crashed. He was doing crack. He's on prescription pills. He's on cocaine. He's on alcohol. You would have found out. The fact that they don't want to say it, they're basically saying it, that the dude sucks at driving. He was just irresponsible, and he caused his own accident. He probably thought he could, swerve through all those roads with, or maybe he was on his phone eating crap, or he was fiddling around with the radio and he wasn't looking. Let's go. Just say it, man. And it's what I've been saying for a while. Obviously, this guy sucks at driving. And not for the inebriated crash, because that could happen to any of us if we were as inebriated as that guy was on some kind of alcohol and prescription pills, and he had that second accident. But the first accident, which was when his wife was chasing him with a club, and he crashes the vehicle. So he couldn't keep his composure there. He couldn't keep the blondie off him and still maintain a straight driving. So that's weak on his part. And now this one, his car goes off a median, rolls all over in 8 different directions. He screws himself up, busts his legs up and all that kind of stuff. The poor guy's probably got some brutal rehab in front of him. But let's be honest, man. Okay, we all love Tiger. We root for him. We hope the best for him. All that good stuff. He looks overall like a decent dude. But let's just call it like we see it. Okay? Some of us aren't the best at everything. I think we can all talk about things we suck at. Right? All right, Tito, what do you suck at?
It's a tough question. I got to think about it.
Come on. It's got to be something you suck at.
Skiing. I'm not a good skier.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you wipe out, why'd you wipe out? You're not a good skier. Nothing wrong with that. We all suck at something or many things. So we know when we try them, we're not going to be very good. Like I said when he first initially crashed, okay, I thought it was I didn't think it was alcohol or drugs or anything. Seriously, even though I know he had the history, I think it's just that he's a bad driver. And now authorities are afraid to just say, yeah, we've investigated it. Tiger sucks at driving. He caused his own accident. The guy was fiddling around with the radio, whatever. He was, picking his teeth, picking his nose, whatever, on the phone, changing stations, and there you go. And he had his accident. I mean, it's all right, dude. It's all good, Tiger. We get it. You suck at cheating, and you suck at driving. Although the cheating, he kind of played, he was playing with fire, right? Because the guy that's cheating on his wife may cheat with 1 or 2 women. This guy was like 120. He had like a Wilt Chamberlain conga line going. So I figure you cheat. It's like Deshaun Watson. If you got 60 masseuses, that's not good. You might want to stay with 1 or 2. It's a lot easier to control. If you got 60, you open yourself up to this. I guess Deshaun, obviously did not either behave or hired the wrong people. I don't know which one it is. We'll soon find out. Okay? But Deshaun Watson obviously is pretty bad at some kind of socialing. I don't know what it is, but something's going on there. Tiger. Tiger, you suck at driving. From now on, get a limo. Okay? Tito will be more than happy to be your driver for $100,000 a year. Okay?
Let it be known.
There you go. See? Told you I could get Tito another job, make him a little. He makes 99 here, so it'll be a small raise. But still. Sense. Anyway, so it's just one of those things. So Tiger, it's all right if the investigators don't want to say it. But we'll say it for the investigators. We'll tell the world for the investigators. Tiger Woods sucks at driving. That's it. From now on, It's limo city for you. That's what. By the way, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you're Tiger? Right? When you're that rich, I'm just going to sit back in my whatever big-ass Escalade, limousine, stretch Mercedes, stretched Acura, whatever it is that I got that's fancy, and I'll just have some dude driving, or a woman. Let's not be sexist now, because we have female drivers too. And they will take care of the driving, and I can sit back and I can talk on the phone, listen to the music, go to sleep, play the crypto market, whatever I want to do back there. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. But it's all good, Tiger. We get it, my man. You suck at driving. 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623 if you want to get in on the program. I will say this. Are you much of a music guy at all there, Tito?
Yeah.
You like music?
Yes.
You ever heard of the Bonnaroo Festival?
Vaguely, yeah.
Bonnaroo is having their rock festival is has been announced for 2021. And it is, September 2nd through the 5th. Okay? And the event will celebrate the Tennessee Festival's 20th year, bouncing back after a complete cancellation in 2020 due to COVID. So for those of you that might be thinking of going, so tell me if you're interested in this. Friday, you got the Foo Fighters headlining. Megan Thee Stallion is ahead of them. Janelle Monáe is there. The Deftones. Young Thug, not that I'm into it, but just in case. Jack Harlow, not that I'm into it, but just in case. Grace Potter, Primus, love that. Nelly, Dashboard Confessional, I like. They're actually pretty good. Then there's a whole bunch of other bands. Kim Petras. I don't know. There's a bunch of them that I have no idea. Maybe Tito will know. You know what I should do, Tito? I should actually screenshot this and send it to you because you're...
Well, Young Thug is very good.
No, but I know that name.
Yeah.
The other ones I didn't... Lizzo on Saturday is your headliner.
Okay.
With Tame Impala opening up. I like Tame Impala, by the way.
Fantastic.
They are good. You are correct. Then My Morning Jacket. Then Jason Isabel. Phoebe Bridges. Incubus. That's for me. Seven Lions. And then there's a bunch of others that I have no idea who they are. It's like 20 other bands. It's like after I mention those big names, then there's like 20 other bands. But it's John Batiste, Uncle Acid, Tate McRae, Pine Grove, Hero the Band. Oh, I know Hero the Band. Actually, they're an Indiana band. They're good. I like Hero. I saw them at a club in Indiana. They were opening up for LA Guns, actually, if I remember correctly. I went to go see LA Guns, and Hero was opening up for them. I like them. I didn't notice that the first time. Sunday, Tyler, the Creator. You into him?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
My daughter loves Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, she's very talented.
She is talented. I'm not necessarily into her music, but Deadmau5 is there. Leon Bridges. I love Leon Bridges. He is really... You know anything about Leon Bridges?
I think I listened to a couple songs.
He's really good. Young the Giant, I freaking love.
Yeah, they're great.
I've seen Young the Giant a couple times in concert. They are awesome in concert. I'm telling you. I don't know who Brittany Howard is. Do you know them? I don't know her or him, them.
No, never heard of them.
Flogging Mollies, I do know. They're there. The Struts are there also. I love the Struts, dude. And then a bunch of other bands that I don't know. Peekaboo, Julian Baker, LSD, LS Dream, Colony House. I don't know any of these. You know any of those that I just mentioned?
No. Those last couple, no.
Okay, see? That's what I'm saying. Then there's a bunch of other... But they've got a lot of good top acts, each night on the Bonnaroo Festival. So if you want to go to Tennessee for the Bonnaroo Festival, you are set right there. I will tell you this. I cannot wait to go to a festival. I cannot wait to go to any kind of concert. I am dying to go to concert. In fact, Tito just told me about a place, which, Tito, I just started following them on Instagram. I found them on Instagram, and I started following them, Heartland Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And you said they've got live music
Live
there.
music every day. They're closed on Mondays, but live music every day. And they do dinner. They've got beers. They've got great drink selection. They've got great food. I went there last night. It was socially distanced. Everything is
outside.
Everything's outside.
It's like a big, beautiful
and
patio.
also, you order the food yourself, so it's not like you're waiting for a waiter. Like they have the QR menus.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Welcome to the future. Less personal contact nowadays. That's just going to be part of the game.
Oh, well, you don't have to print out menus. Just have people go look on their phone.
Yeah, there's a restaurant that we're talking to that they're going to become sponsors soon, and they are working on all of that stuff that he was telling me about, the contactless idea for the menus and taking the orders. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back on the other side. Let's cross over, baby, with a little man of the match and Alex Dono right here on OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
For over 20 years, Mr. Glass has been committed to the safety and satisfaction of our clients. Our products are the culmination of innovative engineering, aesthetic appeal, and the highest levels of quality. Through our legacy, Mr. Glass strives to impart the true meaning of quality, service, and sustainability to new generations. Reputation, experience, and trust is why clients choose Mr. Glass. Live the future now. Locate a dealer near you today.
Baseball fans will go deep into the count with Alex Aguirre and Christian Chase. Catch the show that talks Marlins and all the big stories in the major leagues. Saturday at 8 a.m. exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
Can I get a captain?
Captain and what?
Captain and Ginger.
I can't hear you.
Captain and Ginger. He was a captain and Ginger. Captain and Ginger. He was a captain and Ginger.
Captain Morgan, official partner of Major League Soccer.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Duncan to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
Hey, it's Big O. You know, air quality in your home or business is so important now, folks. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning. Let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. M&S is always on call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. and, of course, emergency Sundays. Call for more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans. Visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
At Baptist Health, we are ready
To serve. To treat.
To safely proceed with your procedure.
We're ready for ER visits and office visits.
With skilled surgeons.
Advanced medicine.
And multidisciplinary teams. We're ready for new arrivals.
And new recoveries.
We are ready.
We're ready to diagnose, treat, and manage
anything that comes our way.
with exceptional care and comfort.
With the same preparedness and compassion you've come to expect from Baptist Health.
And we are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready
to care for you.
You're listening to OnsideRadio.com. Catch up anytime by downloading the MyTuner Radio app. OnsideRadio.com, South Florida's true hometown station.
All All righty, welcome back for the final segment of the show. As we take, wow, look at that picture that comes up.
Who's that?
That's Onside Rodriguez, bro.
Oh, man.
The late Onside Rodriguez.
May he rest in peace. That's rough.
One of the nicest human beings
really good
you
dude.
would ever deal. Speaking of baseball today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Opening day.
How weird is that? That comes up, that picture on opening day of baseball.
Yo, why did that pop up on your phone?
I don't know. It's just, I guess, different pictures always show up.
Wow.
That I have in there. And he must have been in one of the pictures, 2014.
Oh, wow.
So it's probably he was joining us on the show, and I must have put a picture out of him and everything else that was going on that day. Yeah. And so it must be in the memory.
Yeah, so sad, man.
And,
what a great dude. I had him on. I'm sure everybody who's done radio down here, I'm sure, had him on many times talking Marlins, but it was always so nice with him.
Oh, God, one of the really nicest dudes you'll ever run into. Onside Rodriguez, miss you, brother. We'll miss you forever. To be honest with you, we are lesser of a world without you, man.
Amen.
Really, really good dude. What's we're going to tell you? Got baseball today, bro. Are you pumped?
I am pumped, actually. This to me, and unfortunately, Jeffrey Loria sucked the major baseball fandom out of me.
Right.
But I still, and I'm going to talk about it a lot more today. It is the roundtable topic. I've got nothing against the Marlins now. I have nothing against this ownership group. And opening day is always really exciting for me. Like opening day in baseball, it reminds me a lot of like the opening games of the NCAA tournament, which just happened a few weeks ago, where it's like, wow,
Sure.
This feels so fresh. It's so exciting. I'm very annoyed with the New York Yankees because I bet Yankees -1.5, and I think they're tied at 2 now with the Blue Jays. So a little bit of frustration today, and now I'm worried that Tito and I betting the Marlins on the money line may have not been the best idea. We'll find out in about an hour and a half.
What do you got going on today?
Well, we're going to talk plenty of football and draft with Kyle Krabs, our good friend who joins us every Thursday from the Draft Network and DolphinsWire.com. And we're going to talk some Heat basketball with Alex Toledo. We got the Victor Oladipo debut tonight. We have the Heat grinding out like late 90s scores. You know, the victories that they had against the Pacers and the Knicks. We're taking it back to 1999. So we'll party like it's 1999 today.
I love that. And we got hockey tonight. So
yes, we do.
It's like a complete night tonight in South Florida. We got all our 3 teams in action, which should be a lot of fun. Hey, we got to thank Jordan McPherson. Excellent work by him. He's covering the Marlins, as he always does, for the Herald. And, of course, Clay Ferraro, WPLG anchor. Tito Benash, as always, excellent work by you. Just get that crypto out of Robinhood, and you'll be fine. We will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place, same bat channel. Stay tuned, baby. Alex Dono, man of the match, next.
Match with Alex Dono. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. You're listening to the home of Inter Miami CF.
His strike is a decent one. It's fired into the top right corner. Gonzalo Higuain opens his account for Inter Miami.
OnsideRadio.com, where the passion for La Rosa Negra runs deep.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Dunkin' to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
You're listening to this station with more live and local sports talk than anyone else in South Florida. OnsideRadio.com, broadcasting from South Florida to the world. Welcome back to the Man of the Match with Alex Dono.
It's all yours. Just keep it right here.
You can reach out anytime on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
Last 9 games, better than 50% from 3, and now Duncan Robinson matching. Robinson going again.
Yeah, they're setting a hard screen. What I do is exactly what he needed, right?
Robinson hit a couple of threes to start and hits again.
Scoring, which is great.
Robinson He's hit. Harris LeVert is up. Robinson to give Miami the lead. Both teams shooting 42%, and Robinson and the Heat have a 5-point.
Yes! So it is. It is! Man of the match with Alex Dono. Oh, I am Alex Dono, and I'm with you guys here on OnsideRadio.com for 3 hours. We take you up until 6 o'clock tonight. Major League Baseball opening day. We got our Marlins and the Rays coming up in a little over an hour. Watching the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees and Blue Jays tied at 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. So I need the Yankees to do something here at the bottom of the 6th because I have Yankees minus 1.5 in this game. Tito and I have the Marlins on the money line coming up in about an hour. So let's wish the Fish a little bit of luck here this afternoon. If you want to get in, share your infinite wisdom with us via the text line. 844-416-8123 is how you text us. That's 844-416-8123. We're going to be, if we haven't already, within the next few seconds, we're firing up the YouTube stream for this show.